Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. McFarland Spartan basketball is back on the air. First ball game of the year this year. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland girls basketball tonight, 2016-2017. My name again is Bill the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer and statistician. I'll kind of do it all tonight. And this year I'm now a 68-year-old two-time cancer survivor, just living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you, and still waiting for ESPN to give me a call. So I'll do my best tonight to keep this telecast as accurate, informative, and entertaining for you, for your viewing pleasure as I can. Let me first give a shout out to those watching in Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, and other locations, even including Shanghai, China. Hi to Mark and Leah Hefty, old McFarland grads, as well as Pennsylvania, Florida, Arizona, California, as well as tonight down in Evansville, as well as my own son, Brett Cather, watching down in Colombia, South America. For your information, these games can be viewed three ways. Some of you are now watching live at Cable 982 McFarland. A second way is these games are live streamed at our McFarland Cable website. If you type in YouTube McFarland Cable, you can view any of these games, either live or the third way of viewing them, later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year. You can turn back to this website, YouTube McFarland Cable, and view this game at any time. So we try and make this possible for those of you that can't get out to the ball game or located in other cities. As you can see, we go worldwide with these. Still, for your viewing pleasure, people can stay in touch with McFarland Athletics. While I continue to preview tonight's game, I hope you appreciate the efforts of the McFarland Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Joe Hartson and Mr. Ben Peterson. On the outside tonight, it's a rather balmy, LOL, 32 degrees according to Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS, Mr. Bob Lindmeyer of ABC, and Mr. Al Roker of NBC. But you know what? Who cares? Because you are looking live inside McFarland High School gymnasium on this Friday evening, December 2nd, 2016, to witness tonight's battle between the Lady Blue Devils of Evansville and your McFarland Spartans. The Evansville Lady Blue Devils are a Division III school, 554 their enrollment. They're coached by Ms. Tina Austin. Overall, they're 1-1 in their opener. They defeated Albany non-conference 56-48, and then lost their Rock Valley opener last Tuesday to East Troy 57-52. They're led by 5'6" senior Katie Rosanke and a 5'6" senior twins Sydney and Samantha Eftemoff, as well as two freshmen, Paige Banks and Mackenzie Filner. For your McFarland Spartans tonight, a Division II school, 698 people, coached by Mr. Pete Willicott, as we say in Allstate Insurance. You're in good hands with Coach Willicott, as well as assistant coach Christy Rorty, ex-Milton High School star. Overall, 1-2, open up the season. They defeated a good Mount Horeb team, 52-47 at Mount Horeb. Came home and lost to an excellent Monroe team, 62-57. And Tuesday night in the home opener, Rock Valley North Conference, they were defeated by an excellent Whitewater squad, 67-46. Your McFarland squad this year, they're led by 6-foot junior Katie, the Sheriff Rounds. She controls and patrols the whole game, 15 points a game. 5'10" sophomore Annalise the Kid just loves to play the game. Demuth, 13 points a game. 5'7" junior Gabby, A to Z, do-it-all Rundy, 11.3 points a game. 5'3" senior Brooke, EB, the Energizer Bunny, keeps going and going and going. Lonegro, 3.3 points a game. 5'3" junior Mary, the Slasher, go to the basket, Zahn, 4.7 points a game. 5'11" sophomore Ashley, AE East, call her Bounty. She's the quicker picker-upper when she comes into the game, 3.5 points a game. 5'6" freshman Freya, the Rubber Band Gilbertson. She stretches the defense and she plays wraparound defense, and she can twist and turn at any move. And a 5'5" junior Sophie Huey Quell. In a second here, when they start playing a McFarland School fight song, I'm going to do my Cather karaoke and a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey, who lost his life to cancer. McFarland, just legend in his own mind, and all of ours also, okay, with the music program and coaching athletics and that. So a tribute to him. I sing the school song, a little Cather karaoke, so I'll interrupt my comments when we get to that. Cather skis tonight for Evansville. Limit turnovers. Be patient against the McFarland zone. For McFarland, limit your turnovers. stay focused, improve your free throw percentage, and play team basketball. The question tonight, who's going to get their first conference win in the Rock Valley North and move out of the cellar? So here we go with your McFarland School song and a tribute to Badger Bill Garvey. And it's Cather karaoke time. Strike up the band, and here we go. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight. For our colors, brilliant fight. Fight! McFarland High, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant. Hail to our colors, brilliant. Though odds be great or small, we're victors overall. Love you, Garv. You're gone, but you will never be forgotten for everything you did for this community. Wonderful gentleman. So back to tonight's introductions and that. I guess right now it's time for all of you at home. Time to gather up your favorite snacks and beverages. Get comfy on that couch, in that lounge chair, whatever. And get ready to enjoy a great evening of McFarland High School athletics. Next, since we have limited timeouts in that, I got to get to a lot of my things. I'm going to first talk about our McFarland sponsors. Edward Jones, Joe Muting Agency, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, Medicine Shop, S&G Insurance, Kemper Preferred, Steve Garvel Agency, Century 21, Jeff Schrammel, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Farmers Insurance, Mike Chandler Agency, Angelo's and McFarland State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Dan Chin Homes, Sparkle Auto Body, Spurley Farms, Spartan Pizza, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Maple Tree Restaurant, Huntington Learning Center, Culvers and McFarland, Washa Construction, Credo Product Development, Main Moon, Scott White Chiropractic, 608 Threads, Matt Splinter Memorial Foundation, Spartan Bowl, Wisconsin Betting, Dan Frank, Quick Trip, McFarland, Green Lantern, Mondas Family Hair Care, McFarland True Value, 5100 Restaurant, Shelton Signs, Rural Masonry, and Stark Realty, Jeff Minter. Again, you get into these places, please use them, as well as when you're in there, tell them how much you appreciate their support of McFarland High School athletics, as well as many other ongoings here at the high school. Next, let me get here tonight. I want to quick mention my staff here. Under the direction of Eric Redding, head cable coordinator in the McFarland area, and that, my helpers tonight are on the board in the graphics. It's Andrew Day, bobblehead night tonight, running the board. Some point in time, we're going to get a close-up. I brought in, if we can get a picture of it at some point in time, we've got, I don't know how many. These are very collectible items tonight, so we'll see how many of them there wind up in the crowd to be. We'll try and get a shot of it for you and get it on the air tonight. As well as manning the camera at half court. Excellent job from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Patrick Morn. So they'll be helping me out a lot with tonight's broadcast and that. So we are getting ready here in a minute for our national anthem, and at that time, I will leave the mic here for a minute, ask you all to please, even if you're at home, please rise, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, and pay tribute to our United States of America. And then after that, I will be back with the starting lineups. Make sure you join me tonight also at halftime. I've got 5 different things I do. I have 2 featured players tonight. It'll be KJ Lefebvre and Sophie Quell. I will be doing Where Are They Now, past McFarland players featured. I'll be giving you a factoid, little point of interest dealing with girls basketball. Then I've got number 4. I do a couple of trivia questions tonight and see how well you can answer those. And then I will wind it up with, I call them Cather's quotes to live by and play basketball by. So just some little added features that I have a little fun with tonight. I think you'll notice on my broadcast I've got some special little terms in that I use oftentimes to describe certain shots and plays, etc. So as the teams are coming to the bench, and again, I will do my best here again. The Evansville numbers are, especially with the 2 twins, Sydney and Samantha Eftemoff. Last year I had them in a game, and once in a while I'll get them mixed up, but I'll try and keep track of the numbers. They have dark numerals on dark uniforms, so when they're at the other end of the floor in the second half, a little hard to see, but I'll do my best here, and as I get going along, I'm sure it'll become easier for me. So we're getting ready here for your national anthem. I'll be back with the starting lineups in just a minute. Bill, the Big K Cather, please stand and pay tribute to the United States of America. All right, Bill the Big K Cather back on the air. Tonight's starting lineups. PA announcer John Wells. First, number 10, Sydney Eftemoff, senior. Number 20, Mackenzie Filner. Or number 24, I'm sorry, Samantha Eftemoff, senior. Number 20 was Mackenzie Filner, freshman. Number 30, Katie Rosanke. And number 44, Paige Banks, starters, coached by Ms. Tina Austin. And the starters for your McFarland Spartans. First, a 5'11 sophomore, Annalise, the Kid DeMuth. Loves to just play the game. Next, Mary, the Slasher Zahn. Always going to the basket. Next, Gabby, A to Z, does a little bit of everything. Gabby Rundy. Brooke, the Energizer Bunny Alonagro, just keeps going and going and going. And last, Katie, KR, the Sheriff. She controls and patrols the entire court rounds. All right, as I go throughout the game tonight also, I'll be putting out some special hellos that the kids and people have wanted me to say hi to along the telecast tonight. I said we got people from all over the world watching this game tonight, so do my best to include everybody here and just have a little fun with this here tonight. So please excuse me if we get to the point of where all of a sudden I get a little lost because I'm doing the stats and everything myself here. Jumping the ball here will be Annalise, the Kid DeMuth. And it looks like, got a side view, number 32, Leah Wagner. Hip one. Top of the key. I'm just getting used to Rosanke. Left-hand corner, back out on top, 24. Very patient here in the early going as Evansville against the zone. Be very, very patient. 10, Sydney Eftemoff into the lane. The kiss off the glass, no good. Remounted by Rundy. To rounds. A to Z Rundy bringing the ball center court. Zahn. Rundy swinging the ball around. Lonegro. Center court, top of the key. Patient. Evansville coming out in a 2-3 zone. Nate McFarland shoot the ball from the outside, looks like. Lonegro. Inside to DeMuth. Nice high-low game. Back to Katie, the Sheriff. Rounds. And the Sheriff starts off 2-zip. 1 minute in to the first half. For 30, Sanke kind of their leading point hitter so far. 24, Samantha Eftemoff. Inside, down low, little kiss off the glass. 32, Leah Wagner, a little bit strong. The Zahn. Deep corner, Lonegro. Oh, just off the back iron. And again, rounds the Sheriff. I said she not only patrols, but she controls oftentimes the heartland. And the heartland being the lane. Score a lot of points in there, but also she can move outside. She can hit them from anywhere. Again, I'm just kind of getting a little bit used here to Evansville numbers, a little hard to see. We've got number 10, Sydney Eftemoff. Paige Banks, 44. Nice toss by Katie Rounds. Free throws so far coming in the game tonight, only 46%. She was 5 out of 11, so 6 for 12, up to 50%. Said like Aaron Rodgers says, RELAX, just relax and go through your routine and knock them down. Excellent job. Okay, the score right now is Katie Rounds 4. The Lady Blue Devils, nothing. On the floor, 30 Zantke. Over to Eftemoff, 32. Leah Wagner taken away by Rounds. And on the run, here comes the slashers on. I thought she'd go to the hoop, kick it back, Rundy. Lonegro, nice patience. Lonegro, swing pass over to the slashers on, and there she goes to the basket. But again, cut off by number 24, Samantha Eftemoff, who they're saying with her feet had great position and drew the foul on Mary Zahn. So you play defense with your feet, and that time Samantha Eftemoff did an excellent job of doing that. On the dribble Wagner, top, goes down the lane into the Heartland. Banks on the rebound. Dish off to 24, Samantha Eftemoff. Sentke. Sydney Eftemoff. Wagner. High key. Zone is going to bother him, and I said in my opening thing, they just need to be patient, wait for the opening. Zahn, nice lead pass, and there's A to Z Rundy all the way up, and give credit to Mary Zahn. Great defense, and then the great lead pass. 6-0. We're almost 3 minutes in to the first half. Sydney Eftemoff. No good. Banks down deep and a nice rebound. Paige Banks pulled down a couple of nice rebounds here. Only a freshman. Not sure. I needed to check whether it's either her brother or a cousin, who is Brennan Banks. And I'll tell you, he is an all-state candidate, an excellent player, threw in 38 points down at East Troy last evening for the boys. Boy, nice throw there. Nice touch by Banks, Paige Banks. Finally got the ice off the bucket. It's cold inside here as it was outside for the Lady Blue Devils. And I call that a Disney shot. All net, swish, Disney shot, because swishes can come true. They can happen to you. Oh, boy, I can hear people groaning at home on that one. Mary Zahn. Nope. 3-ball, no good. The kid DeMuth. Zahn, I thought she was going to tee it up again. Pulled it back. Patience. Lonegro over to DeMuth. Boom, no good on the 3-ball, and an excellent drive by DeMuth. Not giving up. Boy, is she persistent, and that is great. Aggressive basketball, I said. The kid, Annalise DeMuth. And I'm going to throw a shout-out here to great-grandma Joan watching the ball game tonight down in Tucson, Arizona. Got to be a real thrill for her to be able to see her granddaughter playing some basketball up here. 3 for 3 from the stripe so far tonight. That was one of my keys. Improve your free throw percentage, and definitely the Spartans are doing that. And another swish. 4 for 4 from the line tonight. And we've got some subs coming in. Gabby Rundy's coming in. Back into the ball game. We've got Sophie Quell. Taught her mother and father. They were sent in my 8th grade English classroom many a moon ago. Good people, good family. Banks being denied by Rundy. 42, Megan Teat into the game. Look at that, another beautiful lead pass. Energizer Bundy going baseline, nice kickoff over to Freya Gilbertson. And called her the rubber band. She can do a little bit of everything. I'll tell you, she'll stretch the defense. She can drive, she can shoot from outside, and her defense, boy, she's going to be a wraparound like a rubber band. She can make it very difficult for people. High post again. Nice little kiss off the glass by Leah Wagner. First deuce. We're at 8-4 with 14 minutes to go in the first half. 4-point lead for the Lady Spartans. Lonegro, Quell, DeMuth going baseline around Banks. Kick it back to Rundy. Out. Sophie Quell launching it. Oh. Air ball, and there is Freya Gilbertson with her first deuce tonight, first ball game. Saw here against Monroe, she threw in 6 points against the Cheesemakers. It's good when you got these sophomores out here. There goes Banks. Nice drive, a little step back. Hander battling DeMuth, and a struggle between DeMuth and Wagner in the lane. Good sportsmanship shown there, helping anybody else up off the court. Like to see that. And we had a push on Annalise the kid DeMuth. Banks will be inbounding the ball. Oh, and a narrow miss underneath. I'm sorry, I was jotting down some stats. That's why I didn't get a chance to narrate that. Rundy over. Oh, got to always be ready, Sophie, with your hands. Oh, and a beautiful bank shot by Gabby A to Z Rundy. I said she can do it all. Hey, and that basket was for Uncle Buck. Gilbertson and DeMuth checking out of the game, and Rounds and AE Ashley East checking into the ball game for the Lady Spartans. Running to the line. We're perfect 4 for 4 so far. And excellent night tonight, I can tell you. You're in good hands with Coach Willicott and showing it tonight. Obviously, you got additional work at the free throw stripe, and boy, that counts. It's so important. I was just talking with somebody that said 3 missed free throws almost cost the boys' team last night towards the end of the ball game, but they managed to still pull out the victory down in Whitewater. You got to knock down those from the free throw stripe. Banks, Rundy established perfect position there, went straight up with the 2 arms and denied Banks on the drive. Evansville coming out in a full court press. Katie Rozanki up at the top. Go over the top to Ashley East. And we'll miss down low. Good pressure there by Brooke Lonegro. Again, some of these new players in the game. Now we have Aaliyah Goldber in the ball game, and there's Lonegro, the Energizer Bunny, and boy, I don't have any early stats yet. WIS Sports was not very clear with a lot of their sports or with a lot of their stats, so I don't have a lot of information to share with you tonight on these kids, so I kind of apologize for that. So just do our best. As long as you got the visual here, doesn't really matter what I say a whole lot. Katie Rounds, the sheriff, and I said she controls and patrols, and there she controlled it to a 3-pointer, and that was what I call a Skittles 3-ball. Kaboom! And taste the rainbow at the end of it, which Katie Rounds did that time. That's one of my new lines this year. I hope you appreciate it. Skittles 3-ball. Kaboom! Taste the rainbow. Like I said, you got to have a little fun with these. So the Spartans right now sitting with a 16-4 lead at the 12:19 mark of the first half. And again, just going to try and do my doggone best here, keeping stats and everything else. And both teams here are going to use multiple players. And I also have to share this with you. When I showed up tonight, all the research I had done, I had different numbers as well as some of these kids from Evansville were additions onto the lineups tonight. So I was scrambling here to get new numbers and names and everything else going here. So just keep doing my best here to keep you up to date. And again, I just want to thank a lot. Andrew Day, bobblehead night tonight, doing a great job on the graphics and helping. Oh, there it was. Get it up again on there. Let's see that bobblehead. There it is. Boy, isn't he a good-looking young man? I'll tell you, ladies, he's available. Keep him in mind. And then we're going to have Patrick Moore up there from Minneapolis. One of these other nights, we'll get him on the screen. Also another one of our available staff members. So, all right. Energizer Bunny. Brooke Lonegro right there. Got to say a shout-out up in Little Chute. The Mustangs up to Grandma and Grandpa watching up there tonight. Little Chute. Wanted to make sure that I said hi to them. Still trying to get the ball to the high post, and now we've got number 20, Mackenzie Filner. 2 freshmen, Banks and Filner, getting a lot of playing time here. Number 30 to inbound. Katie Rozanki. 42 is Megan Teen, another freshman. 3 freshmen ball game. And travel on number 34, Leah Gober. Fildner pressuring Lonegro. Over the top. Quell, excellent pass. AE coming in from the left side. Great way to break the press. Ashley East sitting down at the lower left block. Little kiss off the glass, but was bumped before the shot. So for right now for Evansville, we have 30 Rozanki, 32 Leah Wagner, 20 Mackenzie Filner, 42 is Megan Teat. And checking into the ball game, them kind of blocked from her again, is number 10, Sydney Eftemoff. Oh, beautiful drive from the left side by Annalise the Kid DeMuth, and we're now at 18-4 with 11:30 to go in the first half. Just important here for the Spartans, even though this is turning out to be a little lopsided here, to stay focused. Excellent entry pass by Eftemoff, and just missing A little kiss shot. Here comes Demuth. Slashers on. Demuth. Grundy on top. Settle it down. Be a little patient. Rounds, turning, looking, driving. Kick it out to Demuth. There it goes. Skittles 3-ball. No good. And a nice rebound by number 10, Sydney Eftemoff. 20 Filner. Top of the key. Freshman. Over to 42. And Teat, another freshman. Nice pass into Eftemoff. And the kiss off the glass by number 10, Sydney Eftemoff. Her first basket of the night, 18-6 at the 10:35 mark. Excellent pass to Rundy, low post. Excellent ball movement, 3-ball, and hit the wire up above. Too bad that 3-ball was going to be for her brother Thomas up in St. Paul and for Grandma and Grandpa Vinny and Shar down in Florida. Don't worry, the Slasher's going to get one in there for you tonight on the broadcast. Excellent decision that time by Samantha Eftemoff. She could see there was going to be an over and back violation. 42 Teat, freshman. 20 Filner. Coach Willicott, always coaching from the bench. Like I said, you're in good hands with Coach Willicott. Does a real nice job here. Teaching the zone. And a launch, 3-ball, and wow! Skittles 3-ball, kaboom! Little taste of the rainbow that time. Then coming right back. A nice little move there by Annalise, the kid to move with her second deuce of the night. I believe that 3-ball was by Sydney Eftemoff and a steal, and the Slashers on. And a great pass and a great left hand. And I can tell you what, Mary Zahn, the Slasher, what an excellent pass and assist too. Brooke, the Energizer Bunny. Excellent job that time. A little surprise, little half press. Lonegro were 5 for 5 from the line. And a miss, but Rounds on the putback. We're 24-9 right now at the 9:30 mark of the first half. 20. Benzie Filner being pressured by Lonegro. 40. Is that a beautiful pass from Megan Teat into Sydney Eftemoff, her second deuce of the night. Lonegro. Again, I'm just trying to keep stats here. That's why sometimes it gets a little delayed. And Rundy, another beautiful drive by her third deuce of the night, 6 points. She's averaging 11-3 on the year so far for A to Z Rundy. Does a little bit of everything, and there's Lonegro just dogging the freshman Tate. Over to 24, Samantha Eftemoff. Leah Wagner back in, and another launch. Nope. Here goes the Slashers on. And holding it up. Good defense that time. And number 20, Filner. Evansville, I'll tell you, they are down by about 15 points, but I'll tell you, they're staying aggressive, and Brooke took that step first before putting the ball on the floor. A lot of pressure being applied here. Great pressure defense by the Lady Spartans, giving the young Evansville Blue Devils, but a lot of valuable experience here. Megan Teat, Paige Banks, and Mackenzie Filner. 3 freshmen in here. There goes Banks. Kick it back out. And another launch, a little short. Demuth and Banks both struggling for it, and I believe we have a jump ball. I thought Samantha Eftemoff knocked down. Maybe another 3. Sorry, I think she got the first one. I gave it to her sister. One of my young fans coming by here, and so I had to give him a quick fist pump here. All right, let me pay a little, I need to put in a little TV time here. McFarland Cable TV, channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland, producing high school sports, the result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home, as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media. State Journal, Thistle, Cable 982, and our website. Again, that's YouTube McFarland Cable. So once again, thanks for your support. All right. Fred Gilbertson checking in the game. Rundy, ball down the floor. Demuth, high post, and Banks coming over the top of Rounds, trying to deny the ball to the left elbow. Banks called for the over-the-back foul. Rundy to inbound. Rounds. Oh, excellent pass. And Rundy, left hand, going to go back up again. 2 misses underneath. But I got to like the fact, excellent fundamentals. Rundy using the left hand coming from that side of the basket. Done a really good job. Great hustle that time by our athletic director, Coach Hackley, showing he's still in half decent shape. You know, just he's in the off season. You know, he was a little slow to the ball, but always nice to see when you got athletic directors here. We always have a. And speaking of athletic directors, got to give a shout out to Wisconsin Basketball Coach Association Hall of Fame newest inductee, Mr. Brad Minner, sitting at home enjoying the ball game tonight. Congratulations, Brad, any of you that see him. He went into the Basketball Hall of Fame in September, I believe September or August. I was up there at the Dells. Excellent ceremony with a lot of other really well-known coaches and everything else. Couldn't be better deserved than everything that Brad Minner did for the community of McFarland here. Not only coaching, but also as an athletic director. Beautiful participation by Rundy. Going to go right in and with that left hand. And that's what you got to love to see. That was for Uncle Buck, too. Left hand going right back at it. You can't change your fundamentals. And you could have gone in with the right hand to make sure. No, do it the right way. Smart ball player. DeMuth on the tie-up with Teat on the floor. AE, Ashley East, checking into the game, and the kid DeMuth checking out. Inbounding the ball, Teat. All of a nice cut. Eptimov going in. A little kiss off the glass. No good. Teat, another kiss off the glass. No good. And AE, Ashley East. So when she comes into the game, I can call her Bounty. She's almost the quicker picker-upper. She makes things happen right away. Oh, Freya Gilbertson. No good. And there's East underneath. Tied up. Brought the ball down and tied up by Megan Teat. Rundy to inbound. 28-11, 17-point advantage. 6:50 to go in the first half. Again, 2 18-minute halves being played now at the high school basketball level rather than 4 quarters. Again, stay tuned at halftime. I've got about 5 different features here that you might find of interest. #24 is KJ Lefebvre in the ball game here. Got to give a little shout out to her sister Maria Brust Lefebvre. Why Brust? Because her favorite basketball player at the UW was Ben Brust. Used to kid her about it. She'd wind up with Ben Brust. So hi to you, Maria, up at UW Oshkosh. Watching the game, as well as a hello, shout out to KJ's grandparents. Maybe watching tonight down in Fort Atkinson. KJ Lefebvre, number 24. 20, Katie Rounds. Comes the sheriff. Control and patrol. Orders on the slasher. Rundy. 3 ball on the way. Little deep. Zonke. Cutting to the basket. Oh, wow. And what a move by Samantha Eftimov, number 24. Beautiful. And she's going to get the old and one with a deuce. Nice drive to the basket. That's the way you have to be aggressive. Again, 5'6" senior twins, Samantha and Sydney Eftimov. This is Samantha. Little deep. Oh, and number 32, Leah Wagner, and rejected by AE, Allie East. She rejected that like a good steak saying no to ketchup. Nice ball movement. East over to the slashers on. Skittles 3 ball on the way. No good. Lonegro going and going and going and going and going. The Energizer Bunny to Lonegro. High post arounds. Triple teamed. Sophie Quell in the game. Nice to the high post. There's your high-low game. And Ashley East. AE got to have your hands ready on that one. Nice idea by the sheriff, Katie Rounds. Play a little high-low game. I saw Wisconsin just eat up Syracuse in their game with that high-low game that they played. Jill Hayes and Ethan Happ just killing that zone. Over to 24, Eftemoff. Boom! 24, Samantha Eftemoff. Kaboom! Another Skittles 3-ball. She tasted the rainbow at the end of it. Rounds, another errant pass. Got to look that pass off because they know it's going there. Banks, nice drive by Rosanke and rejected. That one, I'm going to say, Ashley East invited Rosanke into the block party but said, you know what? No shots are allowed at this block. No shots allowed at this party. Oh, DeMuth getting up on the side there, denying the ball. Out the low post to Rosanke. Very aggressive defense. Katie Rosanke to inbound the ball. Having a hard time. Banks in the corner. Oh, ball was kicked by Gabby Rundy. Got Rosanke, Banks, Wagner, Samantha Eftemoff. And Mackenzie Filner in the ball game right now. Banks. Nice spin move. Kick out over to Filner. To Banks. And Banks. Boom! That was another Disney shot. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you if you throw them up there. Again, I hope you're liking this stupid Big K Cather humor. Bringing a little fun to the basketball game tonight. We're at 28-19. Close it to a 9-point ball game here. Hitting a couple of big threes. Eftemoff and Banks. 3 balls can keep you in there. That's 3 3-balls tonight. 2 for Sydney Eftemoff and 1 now for Paige Banks. Going to the stripe. Mary the slashers on. Again, hi to Thomas up in St. Paul. I tell you, Thomas. Breder will be back in a couple of weeks, so if you're back here, get together with him. And Vinny and Shar down in Florida. Dump this in for him here, Mary. Nope, a little deep. DeMuth keeping it alive. And the ball came off of Katie Rosanke. Nice hustle by Annalise, the kid, DeMuth. Just loves to play the game. Great Grandma Ruth again down in Tucson, Arizona. DeMuth, 3-ball. Nope, a little deep off the back iron. Oh, and look at Rundy. I said A to Z. Got to know, she knows where everybody is all the time on the floor. Smart ball player. Well, she saw her brother, James, be coached by me, and her older sister also. So she's been able to see a lot of basketball and learn a lot at a very young age. Banks on a step-back 3, air ball, and on the rebound was number 24, Samantha Eftemoff. Just got shoved on that rebound attempt. And again, Evansville Lady Blue Devils here kind of hanging in here. They were down 17, and now they're back to 9 with a chance with 2 throws here to cut it to 7. First free throw, good by Samantha Eftemoff. 3:28 to go until halftime. Again, I got a few things I can do at halftime if you'd like to stick around. All net for Samantha Eftemoff. And right now she's sitting at a deuce, 2 trays, and 2 free throws. 10 points in the first half for Samantha Eftemoff. Over to Rundy, a little deep off the back iron. And, boy, I got to tell you what, you got to like that hustle. 2 girls that time, Eftemoff and DeMuth, both going to the floor for it. Tell you, this isn't a game for softies anymore. I'll tell you, these kids are out here competing. And again, they're both looking for their first win in the Rock Valley North Conference. Neither one of them wants to be sitting at 0-2 in the cellar after tonight's game. It's a competitive ball game. 20, Mackenzie Filner back. to Rosanke. Kind of the senior leader here. Oh, excellent pass into Banks, and a beautiful left hand by Paige Banks, freshman. And McFarland's gone on a little lull here. We're at the 3:03 mark, and if Banks knocks down this free throw, we are at a 4-point game. Nope, Rounds with the rebound. We're at 28-23 at the 3-minute mark. Lonegro. Gilbertson. Rounds over to Rundy. Excellent left-handed bounce pass, and you get AE on that left side. Just missed the kiss off the glass. Beautiful crossover dribble by number. Was that Katie Rosanke? Yes, it was. I thought she was all the way. Lonegro, and her pocket was picked by number 20, Mackenzie Filner, and a little chaotic there. And the launch, no good. Freya Gilbertson, I called her. Freya Gilbertson, freshman. Call her the rubber band. I'll tell you, she can wrap around you in defense. She can stretch the defense. I'll tell you, she can shoot them from outside. She can drive to the basket. Does a nice job as freshman for the Lady Spartans. Deep corner Banks. Nice entry pass down to Rosanke. Bounced it off her foot. Banks picks it up. The launch, the three ball. No good. Gilbertson. Nice step through over to Ashley East. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rundy. The Sheriff Rounds taking matters into her own hand and unfriendly bounce. Gabby Rundy, spin over and launch it, and no good again. And there's A to Z. No, that basket's got a lid on it. For gosh sakes. I'm going to tell you, in the last probably 6-7 minutes here, I call the group of Lady Spartans snowballers. They're throwing snowballs up there. They are so cold, nothing's going in there. Got to get the lid off that thing here. $1:45 to go, 28-23. Lady Spartans with the lead. Sankey, center court. Over to Filner. Freshman, bounce pass. Oh, you're going to have trouble. Lonegro is so smart with that. Nice, beautiful little stutter jump stop for Brooke. Energizer Bunny Lonegro, her second deuce of the night. Averaging 3.3, so she's gone above her mark already for the year. She's got such quick hands and quick feet. Said state cross country, I believe, 4 years. Track, you name it. Just keeps going and going and going. Rundy, sizing it up, drive to the baseline, and a beautiful little jumper. Her fifth deuce, 10 points for Gabby Rundy, A to Z. Again for you, Uncle Buck, as well as the family. Into Leah Wagner being guarded by Rounds. Kick it back out. Sankey in the corner. Eftimov, trying to get it in. To Teat. We're playing. Sankey, Eftimov. Kaboom! 24. That's Samantha Eftimov's third tray of the night. She's got 13 points in the first half, and we're at 32-26. 26 seconds to go. And look at that. A to Z. Rundy just a little strong on the overlay. Excuse me. And look at Rundy. I said if you miss a basket or something, you come back and play defense twice as tough on the other end. I'm going to count it down. We're at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a drive by Eftimov, and the kiss, no good. Defense by Rounds. And that was quite a dry spell there. I said, throwing snowballs at the hoop. That hoop was covered up there with something. I'm not sure what, but all right. We have reached halftime. I've got about 5 features that I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing them, and I hope you people at home enjoy kind of joining me for these little things that I do at halftime here. So let me start first with, I always say, I have a player or two, which I call players of the game. Tonight, my 2 players. First, KJ Lefebvre. Get to know a little bit more about them. I had them fill out some questionnaires. Family and pets. Her mom is Marcy, her dad's Tim, her sister Maria up in UW Oshkosh, and her dog Gus. List one proud moment in your life. Hers was winning regionals with the McFarland varsity softball team. Her favorite quote is, "The theory of competition says that just because they are bigger, faster, and better doesn't mean they can't get their butts kicked." I like that. What would be your favorite charity and why? Hers would be the Relay for Life because she has family members who are affected by cancer. That sits real close to me, too. I was the spokesperson at the closing ceremonies for Relay for Life 2 years ago. Myself, I'm a 2-time cancer survivor, so I find that neat. List 3 qualities of a perfect friend. Be compassionate, be understanding, be loyal. What life lessons have you learned from basketball? Hard work goes a long way. What would you like to be the perfect job 10 years from now? A sports journalist? Give your opinion as participating in a variety of sports or specializing in one. She says, participate in a variety because the more diverse the player is, the more athletic they can become. Her advice to youth basketball players, if you aren't the best shooter, that's okay because there's more to basketball than just shooting. And again, a hi tonight from from KJ up to her sister Maria at the University of Oshkosh and her grandparents watching in Fort Atkinson. My second player of the game tonight is Sophie Quell. Family and pets, her mom Michelle and her dad Mark. I taught both of them. They sat in my 8th grade classroom many moons ago. She has a sister Jenna and a brother Chase and a pet goldfish. Proud moment in her life, well, one of them, she says, was having Meinhold, her boys basketball coach, as her gym teacher, and then she's got a little, I don't know if that's an LOL after it or whatever. Her favorite quote, "You can't dwell on the past, because all we got is today," from Kanye West. Who knows? Could be a presidential candidate in 4 years. What would be her favorite charity? She said the Orca Project because that involves free Tilly. List 3 qualities of a perfect friend would be loyal, be trustworthy, as well as you can also be sarcastic and have some fun. What life lessons have you learned from basketball? Confidence is the key. What would be your perfect job 10 years from now? Living in Hawaii and being a marine biologist working with Orca. Her opinion is a variety of sports or specializing in one. She says variety of sports. You become a well-rounded person, helps you to learn more, to be better balanced, more relationships with other people, and she said the list goes on beyond that. Her advice to youth basketball players, work hard and make friends, and she'd like to give a shout-out to Coach Meinhold. Looking back at past, where are they now? McFarland basketball history. Girls, cite one person each game. Tricia Blair graduated in 1983. She played on McFarland High School state championship team in 1983. She was first-team All-Stater in 1983. She scored 1,263 points in her career at McFarland High School. She played at the University of Iowa. She presently lives in Edgar, Wisconsin, and works at East Bay. And her coach during that time at McFarland High School was Mr. Brad Minter. And again, I mentioned him earlier on tonight. Again, if you see Brad, congratulate him on his induction into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame. Next, my factoid for tonight. An interesting little statistic. The first women's college game was played April 4th, 1896. The University of Stanford Stanford University beat the University of California 2-1. 9 players were on a side, and you could only go in certain areas of the floor. Another thing, you couldn't steal a ball because it was deemed at that time to be unladylike. And another interesting fact, you had to wear clothes at that time that covered everything on their body except for their hands and their face. So I hope you enjoyed that factoid. Trivia. Okay. 2 trivia questions. The first one, 5 choices. I'll read them twice and you can decide, and then I'll give you the answer for betting rights at home or whatever. Okay, first. The year that basketball was invented was 1881, 1886, 1891, 1896, or 1902. The year that basketball was invented was 1881, 1886, 1891, 1896, or 1902. And the answer is 1891. Some of you are cheering at home, others are crying, others are saying unfair, it was rigged, whatever. 1891, that's when it was invented. Now, the second trivia question, this one I think should maybe be pretty easy. Who invented basketball? There are 4 choices here. Number 1, James Floor. Number 2, James Hoop. Number 3, James Naismith. Or number 4, James Ball. 4 choices. Who invented the game of basketball? Number 1, James Floor. Number 2, James Hoop. Number 3, James Naismith. Number 4, James Ball. And the answer is James Naismith. And my last feature at halftime, I call these Cather's quotes to play by and live by. And I got some of these ideas just from looking at books and John Wooden books and going online and other things. But James Naismith, the founder of basketball, his famous quote was, "Be strong in body, clean in mind, and lofty in ideals." As you can see, not only do those apply to basketball, but also in life. Be strong with your body, clean in your mind, and lofty in your ideals. Here are the 3 quotes I've chosen for tonight's game with a common theme. First, players should play for the name on the front of the jersey and not the one on the back. Meaning, this should be a we game, a team sport, rather than a me game and a me sport. My second quote, good teams become great ones when the members trust each other to surrender the me for the we. And the best example I can come up with here is Wisconsin versus Kentucky men's basketball. 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament, Kentucky's coming in with all these great McDonald All-American kids and that. Well, guess what? Wisconsin didn't have one McDonald's All-American kid, and guess who won the game? Wisconsin, because they were a we group playing a bunch of me players. And my last quote, John F. Kennedy, at one point in time, president back in the early 60s, and that said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I've changed it to basketball to say, ask not what your teammates can do for you, but what you can do for your teammates. So those are Cather's 3 quotes to not only play basketball by, but also, I would say, succeed in life by, Make some common bonds, trust each other, work together, sportsmanship, partnership, everything else. Be a lot more successful in life. So that's kind of my halftime 5 gigs. I hope you kind of enjoyed that. Again, I want to remind all of you that these games, again, can be viewed live at Channel 982 for those of you that have the McFarland local cable TV. But another way, and probably the way that most people watch it, is you go on your computer and punch in YouTube McFarland Cable. These are live streams, so there are people watching this live right now. Or, I know what I'm going to do tonight when I get home. I go home and I kind of critique myself. You can watch them later on tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year. Again, if you go to YouTube McFarland Cable, you can view these games at any time. I also like to throw in one other little cute quote tonight, just different things I said. Let me put this one out there tonight to you. Coach was once quoted as saying, "We have a great bunch of outside shooters. Unfortunately, our games are played indoors." So think about that one, huh? Haha, that's that stupid Cather humor, but I hope you enjoy it, trying to bring a little extra fun to tonight's ball game. A couple other shout-outs here tonight. Katie Rounds wanted to give a shout-out to her brother Benjamin, who's playing now up at University of Minnesota Crookston on a scholarship up there. We've got Uncle Buck, I said, for Rundy. For Brooke Lonegro, her grandparents up in Little Chute, Mustang Land. We got great-grandma Joan in Tucson for Annalise, the kid Demuth. Mary the Slasher Zahn, say a shout-out to Thomas up in St. Paul, her brother, and Vinny and Shar, grandparents in Florida. A.E. Ashley East wanted to give a shout-out to Derek Schwarting, a good friend of hers. Sophie Quell to Coach Meinold. K.J. LaFave, grandparents in Fort Atkinson, as well as Maria, her sister up at UW Oshkosh. I'm sure Freya Gilbertson would like to give a shout-out to her sister Viv, who I had the pleasure of coaching in that. Great kid. Viv played basketball here 4 years and has since graduated. So those are the shout-outs tonight to the people that I know have been watching. And any of the rest of you that have other shout-outs that you like to do, just let your kids or other people know. Give me their names and that. I'd be more than happy to say, because the more that I can bring these games to people and have a little fun with it, as I say, the more the merrier. So another little shout-out also, if you like pictures and photos, I'm going to give a little shout-out. Pam Sam has a great website called Soaring High Photography. Soaring High Photography. If you go there, you can get some great pictures. Kids, parents, grandparents, whatever. She does a great job with that. Okay, I've listed our sponsors through A's to Views. And that, again, my TV helpers. Center court tonight, Patrick Moore in Minneapolis, Minnesota on the camera. And Andrew Day bobblehead tonight. We'll try and get that bobblehead picture of Andrew Day up at some point in time here in the second half. Here we go. Rosantke. Okay, hopefully I'll be a little better with the names here now that I've gotten a little used to this. Again, a lot of girls playing in the ball game tonight. Rundy teeing it up. 3-ball, no good. Banks on the rebound. Paige Banks, nice position. Coast to coast, over in the deep corner. No good, and Annalise, the kid DeMuth, down with the rebound. Rundy going to kind of walk it up here. Settle down just a little bit. Lonegro, high screen by Rounds, the sheriff. Nice, excellent pass. Lonegro into the kid DeMuth, and her third deuce of the night. 8 points, 3 deuces, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Annalise. The kid just loves to play the game, DeMuth. Oh, Eftimov passed off. Samantha, she's hit 3 threes. Surprised she kind of passed that one up, and Lonegro on the steal. Nice drive to the basket. I like to see that. Like to see Brooke take a little more charge and go to the hoop. Just a little strong off the back iron. Rosantke. Ortis. Samantha Eftimov. Rosantke. Banks at the high post. Over to Sydney Eftimov, into Banks, being guarded by Rounds, and there goes Banks, left-handed, going up, and Rounds just stood her ground, 2 hands straight up. Slashers on, coming down, picked up by Banks. Whoop, kind of know where the ball is. Lonegro, nice bounce pass to Rundy. There we go again, low block. DeMuth, the step through, and is going to be called on the foul of Wagner on the miss. Again, Annalise getting some nice position down there on the right low block. Being able to put a little kiss off the glass on those, just a little short-sighted on that one. Rosantke, senior leader on this team. Wagner. Rosantke. Samantha, well, like I said, she had 3 trays in the first half. Got to have a little faster ball movement here. That's the key to beating any type of zone. Move the ball. The longer you hold on to it, everybody adjusts. Pressure the ball. Oh, Van Banks got to step in and miss the layup. Left-handed. Excellent entry pass. Nice forward pass. Oh, and Brooke, again, just took that quick first step. Got to get that ball on the floor before you take that first step. Rosantke. But I still like the idea of Brooke tacking that basket. It's got to be a thought of a point guard. Eftimov. Rosantke. Into Banks at the post. Oh, nice move. Kick it back out to Rosantke. And Eftimov, and that was Sydney Eftimov, her third deuce. Rundy, nice penetration, A to Z, and again, call that a Disney shot. Swishes can come true. That was all net. 6 deuces for Rundy, 12 points. Just going beyond her average so far this year, 11.3 coming in. Samantha Eftimov, and kind of forced one up there. And Rounds just kind of going, huh? What happened there? Just kind of got caught up a little bit, and they called the foul. So Samantha Eftimov going to the line. A deuce, 3 trays, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And obviously that must be the Cather jinx that just happened there. Aaron Rodgers would say, R-E-L-A-X, relax, and dump it in. 3 for 4 for Samantha Eftimov, and 14 points for her so far. 14:30 to go in the ball game. 36-29, I'm sorry. Got to get back to giving you more updates on the scores here since we don't show the scoreboard. Rundy, 7-point advantage for the Lady Spartans. There we go. The slashers on, penetrate, kick out, round, swing it. Rundy over to Lonegro. Oh, just a little short-sided. And the rebound coming off to Katie Vasanki. Samantha Eftimov. Vasanki. Banks going to work the free throw line, the high post, guarded by A.E. Ashley East. Going baseline, and an overlay by Leah Wagner. It's going to be Rundy on the bust out, but just lost a little control. Son, Rundy, Lonegro. Be a bounce pass here over to Rundy. We'll meet the pass. Good. Evansville just being a little more aggressive there. East, nice penetration and excellent defense that time by Katie Rosantke, tipping that away. Pretty aggressive little zone defense here by the Lady Blue Devils tonight. A lob pass in, Samantha Eftimov, Wagner, Sydney Eftimov, long launch, no good. Rundy gonna push it. Look at her, head up, always looking to advance the ball. You can always advance the ball a lot faster on a pass than you can the dribble. Slashers on, air ball. Somebody must open the door, let the wind in. Oh, Van Lonegro. Zahn almost had a steal. Banks. And good decision. Banks, nice, beautiful crossover dribble. Just can't quite finish with that left hand. Here comes Rundy. She's going to go strong to the hoop. Pull up for a nice little 3-foot dump. Her 7th deuce of the night set and 1 free throw. 15 points. A to Z. She can do it all. That's why we call her A to Z. Just a great all-around game. She rebounds, runs the floor, plays defense. Like I said, I commented also last time down the floor. Dribbling with her head up, advancing the ball. Always looking to advance it on the pass. Rounds and Zahn out. Gilbertson and Quell in for the Lady Spartans. Number 23, Ireland Baumberger into the ballgame, making her first appearance tonight for the Lady Blue Devils. 42, Megan Teat, freshman, in up the post. She got quite a bit of playing time in the first half out at the top. To Rundy, over to Freya. And again, we got to get that ball on the floor. And I can tell you, Coach Willicott does such a good job with these kids. They will have a drill, I'm sure, at the next practice that will be designed to put the ball on the floor. It's great. You got to make that ball fake, get them going one direction, come back the other, but you got to get that ball on the floor. Like I said, you're in good hands with Coach Willicott. Allstate Insurance stole that line from him, I'm sure. There's Rundy again, head up. There's the advance pass. Lonegro. And then the follow-up. Oh, they had Rundy. Gilbertson, long 3-ball, almost kiss, and there she is, in deep again. What a great game by Gabby Rundy tonight. What more can you say? She does it all. 40-29, 11-point lead, and we just went underneath the 11-minute mark left in the ball game. See, the Coach Ackley wasn't up to getting that one. Just had to have our trainer get that one. Athletic director just wasn't up for that. Inbounding the ball. Megan Teat now running the top. Or to Filner. 2 freshmen up on top. Filner to Teat. .23. There's Teat. Sankey. Oh, nice cutback by Baumberger. And a nice, just getting some early playing time here. First appearance in Ireland. Baumberger already has a deuce. 10:20 to go in the ball game. 40-31, Lady Spartans on top. Again, playing tonight to see who's going to get out of the cellar and get their first Rock Valley North victory. Freya Gilbertson, a launch. Came up empty. Brooke Lonegro, always the Energizer Bunny, lurking. Look at those hands, feet, just always annoying. I always like to say, just like a little mosquito when you're outside, you know, you can't get rid of her because she's just all over you. It's just great to watch her play defense. 2 shots coming up here for Baumberger, just coming into the game, making a nice little appearance here of her minutes that she's getting here. Did not play in the first half of the ball game. RELAX, relax, and go through your routine. Boy. All net. 3 points. Quellen Zahn out of the ball game. DeMuth and Rounds back in. Baumberger. A little short. Gilbertson on the rebound. 40-32, 8 point Spartan advantage. Nice advance pass. Lonegro attack. Skip over to DeMuth. Let her go. Boom. Skittles 3-ball. Taste the rainbow, Annalise. First 3-ball of the night. Nope, Katie Rounds had one also. 2 trays tonight for the Spartans. And on the drive, Megan Teat lost control of it. But again, I'm sure that Coach Austin has to be happy. Freshman attacking the basket. Got to like that. He's got 3 or 4 freshmen up here playing. Getting a lot of varsity playing time. Paid dividends. Lonegro being guarded closely by Teat. Rundy. Oh, and there's DeMuth again. Just got a little too deep on that. And there's Lonegro again, establishing great position. Up and just got out hustle for the ball. Sandke. And a little bit of chaos out there. And Coach Austin deciding to get a TO. So we are at 43-32, 11-point Spartan lead. 8:58 mark to go in the ball game. And again, I hope those of you at home are enjoying my attempt here to broadcast this game. Oh, there we go, baby. It's Andrew Day bobblehead night, and there is that beautiful bobblehead figure where it's on display tonight, and I believe these can be purchased if you contact cable TV here in McFarland. It's just a matter of we have no order forms out there, but we're going to see how many of you are watching. So if you call into the station and say, I'd like to know how I could order one of those, what a great Christmas gift they'd be to find those in a stocking or under somebody's tree to pull out an Andrew Day bobblehead. Just a wonderful Christmas suggestion for some of you. Okay, back to the ball game now. Thank you, Andrew, as well as Patrick Morn manning the lone camera we have here tonight up at center court. Great job. Can't do it without you guys. Most of the great hands again here on Gilbertson, on Quell, on Zahn, on Lonegro, on DeMuth. Coach Wickett does a good job working with the footwork as well as staying active with the hands, but it's more important that you are active with your feet. But look at how they play. Arms up, making that zone even taller, and there's the mistake. Here goes Gilbertson. Nice little pump fake, and got Mackenzie Filner to go up with a little pump fake, and nice little job there by Freya, the rubber band, Gilbertson. Twisting, turning, stretching the defense, wrapping around. Look at that concentration. Oh, and she's kind of got the same height, the same rainbow free throw that her sister Viv did. Only Viv, when she shot it, she could almost make it rain in the gym sometimes because that baby was up in the rafters when Viv shot it. Okay, knock this one down, Freya. Beautiful. All net. And her 3rd point of the night, a deuce and a free throw for Freya Gilbertson. 44-32, 8.5 to go in the ball game. Tate pushed on the sidelines, just don't reach. And finally tied up. Pinched there by Lonegro and Freya Gilbertson. Great job. Forced her into one of the corners, so you actually had the sideline as a 3rd defender. Can't pick the ball up over there, but again, that was Teat. Only a freshman. playing against Lana Grove, who's a 4-year player. Gilbertson not bashful at all tonight here, throwing that ball up. Here comes Banks. Oh, and a little bit strong. And again, you got to really like what Gilbertson did there. Made the mistake and then get back on defense and got the turnover back to the Lady Spartans. Energizer Bunny to throw it in. That's about the only time she stops running is when she's got to inbound the ball. Huey Quell, Wanagro. Brooke going to attack the basket. Oh, do I like that again? The kiss, a little strong. And off the hands of Baumberger. Ball stays in possession of the Lady Spartans. Wanagro to inbound. Gilbertson always looking to shoot the ball. Huey Quell, get it in there. Oh! And the kiss for Huey Quell. Oh, I love that. That was truly a Skittles 3-ball, and she tasted the rainbow at the end of that one. Kaboom. Good for Huey. Shot that ball just like her mother, Michelle, did. Good for her. That was exciting. Brought people up off the bench, her teammates, and there we go. Stuck in the corner again is Tate. This time it was Lonegro and DeMuth. And we had a timeout this time called by Coach Lawson that could see the problem over there. 46-32, 7:30 to left in the ball game. Spartans have opened up a 14-point advantage. Oh, and here again at home for your viewing pleasure. I think that Mr. Day here is falling in love with his own bobblehead tonight. You know, you can also tell us if I think actually he's making a pitch for it, because I think he gets a little commission. If you order one of these bobbleheads for Christmas, I'm not sure what he gets from it, but there is a little commission that comes off it, goes in his pocket. So be my guest, okay? I know it kind of throws me off with what I'm thinking about here every time I have to look at that. But, hey, again, I want to give a shout-out here to my breakfast buddies that I have breakfast with on Friday mornings over at the Cottage Cafe. My lunch buddies that I go to a variety of little restaurants around town. Mr. Brad Minner, Mr. John Richardson, watching over in their neighborhood and that tonight. Hope you're enjoying my telecast tonight. Hope all's well and healthy with you guys and that, as well as people, like I said, all around the world, bringing this telecast to you from Bill the Big K Cather, the voice of McFarland basketball. Hope you're enjoying it. And again, I hope that you go to the website and watch this ball game. You can watch it again. And oh, excellent look by Lonegro again. The pass, head up, rounds over to DeMuth, and the 3-ball. Kaboom, bango, Skittles 3-ball. Taste the rainbow, DeMuth says. Her second. And there's DeMuth on the steal again. And you can see just how they are upping the pressure here on the young Lady Blue Devils. And the thing that I really like about this, Coach Willicott's got them, don't just play pressure defense, intercept the ball, and then walk it up. Nope. Make it and force the issue. Push the ball down the floor. But the thing I really like is he's got the ball handlers here that we're seeing that are looking down the floor. It's not dribble length the floor. It's advance it with the pass and force the defense. Be playing 2-on-1, 3-on-2. Rundy. Oh, what a ball game tonight for Gabby Rundy. Disney shots all over the place. Swishes can come true. They can happen to you, and boy, they're happening to Gabby Rundy tonight. All net on these shots. That is 9 hoops and 1 free throw. 19 for A to Z tonight. Sandke. Lombert. Oh, Ben Banks. Oh, from the right elbow. Nice rotation for Paige Banks. Her second deuce. She's got 9 points tonight. And DeMuth, another 3-ball. And guess who's underneath Rundy? Rejected, however, by Leah Wagner. Banks tonight, another freshman for the Lady Blue Devils. 2 deuces, a tray, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 9 points. 51-34, the 6-minute mark. Ashley East. Swinging the ball. Lana goes on. Oh, is that beautiful passing? Excellent rotation. Oh! Gabby missed the little baseline jumper there from about 5 feet. Was that excellent? Every girl on that Spartan squad touched the ball that time. That is excellent coaching and excellent teamwork. Like I said, this team plays as a we group rather than a me group. That's where you got success. The slasher's on, a little shuffle with the feet. All my quotes at halftime regard to how important this is for it to be a team sport, and these kids are just that last offensive time down the floor was just a great example of team basketball. You get a basket off all 5 players. Yep. That time, Mackenzie Filner just got caught up on a little bit of the pressure defense, shuffled her feet. A lot of travel violations here, but it's caused by the aggressive defense that's being played by both teams. There again, hands, footwork. Really like this is a young lady Blue Devils squad. A lot of young ladies here doing a real nice job here. Coach Austin's going to have a fun time, I think, with watching these girls develop, as well as myself doing these telecasts, watching Evansville come here once a year for the next couple of years, as long as I'm alive. Lob into East. Oh, hit it from the left elbow. A little strong. Wanagro to Rundy. Looking inside. East at the left elbow. Skip it over to Zahn. Oh, beautiful pass. There's DeMuth. Kick it over. Lonegro. Oh, we wanted one for Grandma and Grandpa up in Little Chute. Banks going to go strong to the basket. Oh, and picking up the charge is Mary, the slasher, Zahn. Established position, and watch Banks come down into her. Coach Austin saying that it was not, she didn't care for that call. Might have just leaned a little bit on that, Zahn, but still got the call from the official. So 51-34, 17-point advantage to the Lady Spartans. 4:35 left in the ball game. Skip pass over to the slasher, Zahn. Oh, wanted to see if she could get rewarded for that, taking that charge. DeMuth, beautiful down low position, a little strong on the overlay. And East fouling Sydney Eftemoff on the rebound. Boy, DeMuth, the kid, is just getting excellent low post position down on the right and left block. Just a little hard time finishing down there, but getting a lot of pressure on those. But practice, 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 and she'll knocking those down, a more consistent effort. Again, only a sophomore. The kid loves to play the game. Isn't that right? Great Grandma Joan down in Tucson. Hope you're enjoying the telecast tonight. Isn't that great? Great Grandma can still watch a ball game down in Tucson, Arizona, and watch her granddaughter playing basketball up here in McFarland, Wisconsin. That's why it's my pleasure to be able to bring this to you tonight. I know I've been unable to do the first 2 ball games, but I'm going to be on the air with you. I think I've got just about all the rest of the game. Not Tuesday night. Tuesday night they play Sauk Prairie, so the next telecast will be next Friday evening against the Clinton Cougars here, so be sure to tune in to that. And then I believe I'm doing all of the other girls' games for the remainder of the year, so hope you enjoy the telecast. Just try and do my best here. So I feel honored, and it's a privilege to be able, as a 2-time cancer survivor, and that to still be involved with kids and athletics and bringing this to you. And it's all volunteer. If you would like to send any donations to my little fund or something, I don't know where it's set up yet. I haven't done that yet, but more than willing to take any little thank yous in that from you at the free throw line. Katie Rosanti has not scored a point yet this evening. Probably a little frustrated, but boy, they need her out on the floor here. She runs the show. Kind of the senior leader, and there she gets her first point of the night. She does a real nice job of running the point, especially when you have this many freshmen out playing out here. You need that type of leadership along with the Eftemoff twins. Freya Gilbertson up, dribbled right into that. Number 5, that is Emily Welsh, senior, getting some playing time. And Coach Willicott, hey, actually, that was interesting. He called for a timeout, and he got it right away. It's kind of a standing joke around here. Every time he tries to get a timeout, he never gets one. Just wonderful that he actually got a timeout. We're sitting at 51-35, 16-point advantage for your Lady Spartans tonight. Again, it's Friday night, December the 2nd, 2016. These games, again, can be viewed at any time if you go to YouTube, McFarland Cable. Got expert supervisors here tonight. We have Mr. John Kepsel here supervising the student section. Tonight on a Friday night, we have 3 rows strong of students watching tonight's ball game. Nice little crowd here. It came down, as you can see by the picture, of Evansville faithful that came down tonight, support their kids, and that's, again, they've got the young and the old on this squad, so it's kind of nice to see that also at the high school level, where young and old can come together and work together and be part of a team. That's real life right there. All right, 16-point advantage, Lady Spartans, 3:10 left in your ball game tonight. Oven launching that. Mary Zahn, the slasher, the 3-ball. Vinny and Shar in Florida, and Thomas, brother up in St. Paul. I hope that brought you to your feet. That one was for you. In the ball game right now for McFarland Spartans, number 21, Peyton Witt, a 5'5" freshman, also getting some playing time. And also 24, KJ LaFave checking in. LaFave, Gilbertson, Witt, East, and Quell. Oh, and Paige Banks with another deuce, her 3rd deuce. 11 points tonight for the freshman Banks. Witt, LaFave, over to Gilbertson, not bashful. Air ball for Freya. Gotta like that, you know. There are people that you got shooters and scorers, and just because people won't knock down a shot every time, you got to have shooters in there. That's the way you score points. And with the more practice that Freya gets and the more experience, then she'll become even more of a scorer in addition to being a shooter. Kenzie Filner on the basket, I believe. Just jotting down a statistic. Or to LaFave, Gilbertson. She's thinking about it. Skip it over to Peyton Witt. Ashley East going to the mass. And a kiss off the glass. No good. Witt on the rebound. Gilbertson. Buck 40 to go in the game. KJ LaFave. Nice rebound by A.E. Ashley East getting her first deuce of the night. She wanted to give a shout out to Derek Schwarting tonight, friend of hers. Almost Peyton Witt on the steal. Nice hustle. Good aggressive play on the defensive end. .34 in the ball game. Aaliyah Goldberg, senior for Evansville. I'll try and mention as many names as I can here. Buck 10 to go in the game. 56-39 Lady Spartans. Gilbertson out on top. Nice crossover dribble as she was being guarded by number 22, Grace Peckham. Number 5, Emily Welsh in the game. Number 14, Lindsay Jacobson in the game. Number 40, Abby Anderson in the game. And number 34, I already said Aaliyah Goldberg is in the game. I mentioned her name. So I think we've got everybody who's in the ball game tonight. Ray Gilbertson, 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Boom, and another miss. 59.7 seconds to go. 17-point advantage, 56-39. Lady Spartans, and going to the free throw line. number 34, Leah Gober. Good for Leah, all net. And I can use the Disney line on her, because when it's all net, swishes can come true. They can happen to you. And a little short on the second one. Actually, East, nice bounce pass. Here comes KJ Lefebvre. Going to go strong to the hoop. Kick it back out to Witt. Over to Quell. To the basket. Kick it back out. Peyton Witt. Lefebvre. Witt. Gilbertson. Quell. East. Strong to the hole. Kick it back to Quell. Good ball movement. Again, I said this idea of a nice little jump stop, and AE, Ashley East, knocking down her second hoop from the left block. We're at 58-40, 20 seconds to go in the ball game. It's going to be a successful Friday evening. It's cold outside, but it got real warm in the gym here, and a victory for your Lady Spartans tonight. Again, December 2nd, 2016. 3.7 seconds left to go. Leah Gober to inbound the ball. We should have one more launch here, maybe from the Lady Blue Devils if they can get it in. Yep. Gober from the deep corner, 3-ball, no good. And that, my friends, is your ball game for tonight. A 58-40 victory for your Lady McFarland Spartans tonight, capturing their first victory in the Rock Valley Conference. So again, tonight's final score being 58 Lady Spartans, 40 for the Lady Blue Devils. Again, these telecasts can be viewed at any time now. This game can be viewed later on tonight, tomorrow, next week, next year, whatever. If you go to YouTube, McFarland Cable. Again, the question's been answered. McFarland going to now 1-1 in the conference, getting out of the cellar. The Lady Blue Devils, the young Lady Blue Devils, at 0-2 right now. So again, I'd like to thank my helpers tonight on Andrew Day bobblehead night. Big night tonight. No, it's kind of a special occasion tonight. Let's see if we can get that Andrew Day bobblehead picture up there again tonight. That's what you'll be looking for if you'd like to contact our cable network TV station. In that, you'll be able to purchase those if you'd like to. You just contact Andrew over there. But again, thanking Andrew Day, did a great job on the graphics and the score tonight, and my cable TV cameraman at half court, Patrick Morn from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So again, really like to extend a big heartfelt thank you to both of you for making this telecast a lot easier for me tonight, under the direction, their director, cable coordinator, Mr. Eric Redding. So my hope is that this telecast provided you, the viewing public, with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports, and for the kids participating, another special memory for them. Again, I feel honored and privileged to be given this opportunity, being a 2-time cancer survivor and being elderly at 68 years old. But be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast on next, I believe it's then Thursday, December 8th, against the Clinton Cougars girls basketball. So this is Bill, the Big K Cather, just living the dream, signing off and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, live each day to its fullest, and God bless you. So long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.